What is up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of TKWF. We've got an amazing show for you tonight. We've got Elijah Lee defending his title against the Australian Saint in a Mayhem title match. We also have an event going on later this evening. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what events just transpired in front of us. Matthew Jacobs has just announced himself as our new general manager and has made two already huge announcements for tonight. So instead of our singles match between Elijah Lee and the Australian Saint, which was already planned, it's now a triple threat match in a ladder match with Jet the Ninja getting a rematch for the Mayhem Championship. And also the main event tonight will be Andrews versus Flyboy Jack Storm. If Flyboy wins and TK Landon gets a hold of the Master Assailant in a match next week, I am shocked right now, guys. But for now, we open up with a nice, calming, no issues revolving around this match. It's just simply two superstars wanting to prove themselves after losses at the pay-per-view a couple of weeks ago, so they want a chance to prove themselves. Now this man right here, Andre Salas, a former Intercontinental Champion in his own right. You know, we've mentioned the trilogy of matches that he had with TK Landon in Season 1. He is no one to be messed with. And will we see the return of the dominant Andre Salas, or will he continue to squander as he has in the future? But for now, we have another man who was really promising in his showing at the pay-per-view, Katsuyori Yamashita. Now, he said that he came so close to winning his championship at the pay-per-view. He just wants a chance to redeem himself in the eyes of the fans. That was his first match in the TKWF, and he wants a way to prove himself and completely reset his career in the TKWF. Will they be able to do it? It'll be an interesting one. But for now, let's get into the match. Alright, here we are. Salas versus Yamashita. It's going to be a very interesting, high-intense, high-profile match between these two. These two are definitely going to go balls to the wall in this match. Now, a reminder, nothing's on the line in this match other than pride. But to these two men, at the moment, pride means everything, so it is definitely going to be an interesting match between these two. Now Yamashita getting the upper hand after Salas had the upper hand in the early showings of this match. But Yamashita now slowly getting on top of his opponent in this match. Oh, and Yamashita just toying with Salas in the corner now. And just completely targeting that arm of Salas now. Oh! Diving knee strike to the face off the top rope. Just those knees to the chest and attacks to the head. I don't think Yamashita knows where he's targeting. He's just aiming to do as much damage as he can in this match. And oh! Andre Salas with a nice counter, throwing him over the top rope. Now we're fighting on the outside of the ring now. Oh, What a face buster there. And a knee to the head from Yamashita. And now back to targeting the arm once again. Now Yamashita very much still in the offense. It looks like Salas only just had enough energy to throw him over that top rope there. Now these two fighting still outside the ring. They've got to get a hold of themselves. Oh my god. What a move there from Yamashita. Now Yamashita, you got to get him in the ring for him. Oh, and another brutal face buster there. Get him back in the ring, man. This is not how you win a wrestling match. And we're back in the ring after the 7 count. And what? Oh my god. A nice fireman carry into a sit out. What a move from Yamashita. Now Yamashita calling for Salas to get up, but Salas still too beaten down to do anything. Oh, but he's starting to get some energy back. And a blue thunder bomb from Andre Salas. Now Salas knew that wasn't enough to put Yamashita down, so he didn't even try to go for the cover. But a few kicks to the midsection, and now he goes for one, two, and a kick out at 2. Now Salas has gotten a new tank of gas in him by the looks. Oh, he missed the haluva kick. And now that tank of gas may have just run out as Yamashita trying to get back in the offensive, but no, Salas still back on top. Oh, he's got him in the corner now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Full 10 count in the corner with the punches. Now these two have added a bit of physicality to this match. This match was purely about pride. Oh my god. Salas just went for that moonsault and missed. But now Yamashita taking the moment to... Oh, never mind. I was going to say taking the moment to get back on the offense here. Oh, a nice splash from the top rope. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. Not enough to keep Yamashita down. Now Salas gets him in the corner. What's he doing now? Throws him into the other corner. And what is he just doing? Getting back up on there. Going for another couple of punches. Will he hit the 10? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, but out of nowhere, Yamashita managed to dodge an attack and hit a knee strike of his own. Oh, I thought he was going for a haluva kick there, but he seemed to stop at the last second. And there we go. There's the haluva kick from Andre Salas. And 1, 2, 3. Oh no, it was a kick out right before the 3 count. Yamashita's still in this. Salas cannot believe it. I don't think the ref can either. He thought that was going to be a 3 count. The crowd thought that was going to be a 3 count. I think everyone thought that'd be a 3 count. Nice springboard off the top rope. And now Salas is just beating down on Yamashita there. And oh, a nice spinning heel kick from the defending Yamashita. Now he's back on the offense. Oh, never mind. Salas counters once again. And we're... Oh! A Kinshasa. Kinshasa from Yamashita. Can that be enough? And it is. Katsuyori Yamashita pulls back the victory. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was a brilliant match and a brilliant showing from Katsuyori Yamashita there. Congratulations, that was one hard-fought victory. And it looked like he was going to lose it after that Helluva kick, but he managed to bring it back, and he brought a win back to his belt. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we are with the match that was promised by Matthew Jacobs, our new general manager, earlier on tonight. It is the triple threat ladder match for the Mayhem Championship. Now this man right here, he was our first ever Mayhem champion in the TKWF and cashed it in his first week in a regular TKWF against Brutus the Brawler. And surely enough, he wasn't able to bring the victory, but our new general manager felt that he put up a big enough of a fight, which is arguable, but it was a hard enough fight that the general manager felt that he deserves another shot at the Mayhem Championship, not the World Championship. But here he is trying to reclaim that Mayhem Championship. Now, a reminder that the rules of the Mayhem Championship are thus: the champion has to defend it 2 times in a month, and they have to defend it 2 times in 1 month, and once at the pay-per-view as well. So if Elijah Lee is able to win and retain the title here tonight in this ladder match, he has done his two defenses, and he just has to defend it at the pay-per-view next week. However, if one of these other two, Jet the Ninja or the Australian Saint, the TKWF Intercontinental Champion, if either of those win, then they have to defend it next week. And surely enough, that will be an interesting thing to see if we can see a double champion here tonight. I mean, if the Australian Saint comes out as the Mayhem champion, then he will also be the Intercontinental Champion as well, which is, you know, a duo championship. And if he ever cashes in the Mayhem Championship, he could still potentially be a double champion if he wins the World Heavyweight Championship. Which, speaking of the World Heavyweight Championship, next week we'll be having a 10-man battle royal to crown the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship at the Make It or Break It pay-per-view. The 10 superstars who will enter will be randomly drawn. However, if they are already in contention for a title, we will not be seeing them compete in that match. So that being said, next week we have Raito Falcon and Richie Rose versus Pal in a triple threat match for the #1 contenders match for the Intercontinental Championship. So those 3 will not be competing in the Battle Royal, as they will be in contention, or possible contention, for the Intercontinental Championship. Now, if anyone other than Elijah Lee wins here tonight in this ladder match, whoever challenges them for the Mayhem Championship next week will not be in contention, will not be in the 10-man Rumble, because they will be in contention. And obviously any current champions, so currently Australian Saint, and whoever will be the Mayhem Champion at the end of this match will not be in that match as well. So there's going to be some interesting possibilities for who could be A, entered in that Rumble, and B, who's going to come out as the #1 contender, and C, will they be able to take down Brutus the Brawler, who is currently undefeated in the TKWF in his 2 showings in this pay-per-view. Oh, and the double teaming there from Elijah and the Australian Saint. A reminder, this was meant to just be a singles match between Elijah Lee and the Australian Saint, as like a friendly rivalry, as these 2 are friends from outside of the TKWF, and they just wanted to have a little friendly match. And out of nowhere, Jet the Ninja gets introduced, and it becomes a ladder match. But wait, the Saint's just going for the title right now, while Elijah Lee was too busy locking in a Boston Crab. And he's already got 2 rungs off that ladder. Now Jet the Ninja's back on top. Elijah Lee taking time to showboat to the fans. Now Jet the Ninja's up the top, but he doesn't know where to go. But Saint and Elijah Lee back at it again now. A reminder that next week we will also be seeing Ann Andrews taking on, I believe it was Ivy Fisher. That is right. Ivy Fisher took down Alice Lane last week in the women's match. I was just going back to our footage to double check that I had my facts right. So she will be challenging Ann Andrews in a #1 contendership match for the Women's World Championship at the pay-per-view. And now I'm sure that the Queen, Olivia Jade, will be watching that very carefully. As you know, Ivy Fisher has been on a wreck so far this month. She did not win the title at the pay-per-view, being the first eliminated in that triple threat match. However, since then, she has taken out the Queen, Olivia Jade, and the returning Alice Lane. She's just got one other woman to go through in the division, and then she has officially beaten everyone in the division. And will she be able to beat the champion at the pay-per-view? Well, first we have to find out if she can get through Ann Andrews. Now, Jet the Ninja getting one rung off that ring. And it looks like Saint and Elijah Lee are too worried about fighting each other to worry about Jet the Ninja going for the title, because while Jet was trying to unlock those rings, they were going for each other there. I suppose this match was originally meant to be them two, so to them, Jet the Ninja is just an unneeded add to this match. And the ladder match is another reason for them to not have that match, if that doesn't make sense. Let me try to formulate that sentence. The ladder match was just added, so they don't really want to focus on that. They want to focus on fighting each other. It'll be interesting to see that if the Australian Saint wins the title here tonight in this ladder match, will Elijah Lee challenge him in a rematch next week, as he will be forced to defend the title? Or will he want to enter the 10-man Rumble and go on to potentially challenge Brutus the Brawler in a rematch from the Steel Cage Fatal 4-Way that we saw at the pay-per-view? And now the Australian Saint tipping over the ladder with Jet the Ninja and Elijah Lee on it. Oh, went for a double stomp but missed. Now Jet the Ninja. Oh, but a double knee to the face. And now the Australian Saint was about to climb the ladder, but just focused on beating up Jet the Ninja first. Elijah Lee slowly getting up outside the ring. Jet the Ninja's still in pain. Oh no, what's the Australian Saint doing now? Oh my god! What the hell? The Australian Saint just put the title match, his body, and everything on the line with that moonsault off the top of the ladder. And what a way to try to win that match. Jet the Ninja too busy taunting the crowd now. Oh, but the ladder got knocked out when the Australian Saint got knocked up. Got stood up, I should say, not got knocked up. Oh, and a Salito del Sol from Jet the Ninja. And a rolling kick to the face. And now Jet the Ninja getting that ladder set up once again. Oh, but the Australian Saint taking the time to go for the ladder while the other two are too busy fighting. Now the Australian Saint got Jet the Ninja outside the ring, and now he's just going for Elijah Lee now. Now it's back to these two, which is where it was originally going. Just fighting over the ladder, pulling each other off the ladder. And now the Australian Saint trying to win that championship now. Jet the Ninja distracting Elijah Lee, but Elijah Lee fighting back. Oh, and an angle slam there. Angle slam from Elijah Lee. Oh, an Australian Saint fell off and landed on Elijah Lee now. All three men are down. Who will be up first? And Elijah Lee's up, but all three men are up now. We're back to where we started with all three men standing in the ring. Oh, and now Jet the Ninja throwing that ladder around. Saint beating down Elijah Lee. Oh, he's locked in a dragon sleeper of sorts. Now Jet the Ninja is trying to hit them with the ladder, but should be taking the time to go for the title. Australian Saint, you know that you can't win this match from submission. And then we go, Jet the Ninja taking them both out with the ladder. Australian Saint rolling out of the ring now. Now we're down to Elijah and Jet in the ring. And now what's Jet the Ninja going for here? Oh my god! And Elijah Lee dodged the attack, went for the ladder. But Jet the Ninja, oh my god, the head of Jet the Ninja just hit the back of that ladder now. And oh, face first onto that ladder. Oh my god, and then the moonsault on top. That back did not look in a good position after that moonsault. And now, oh my god. The angle slam onto the ladder. Poor Jet the Ninja now is just absolutely destroyed after that onslaught and constantly hitting the ladder with the back of his head. We need to get him checked for any head injuries at the end of this. Jet the Ninja going for Elijah Lee. The Australian Saint realizing that he can't get to the title from where the thing's set up. A nice STO there from the Australian Saint. Oh, and what do we got here? Snake Eyes in the corner to the Australian Saint. And Elijah Lee just beating down the Australian Saint in the corner. There hasn't been any urgency from Elijah Lee to get up that ladder and grab the title. I think he's the only one I haven't seen try climb up that ladder very often. He has climbed up that ladder, I will admit that, but not often enough for someone who's trying to retain a championship. That being said, he's got a hold of it right now. He's only got 3 rungs to go, 2 rungs to go. He is so close. 1 more rung and then he has retained his championship and is free next week to not have to defend until the pay-per-view. Oh, but Australian Saint fights him back. Jet the Ninja too busy showboating. This is basically anyone's match at this point. There's 1 rung left on that title. Whoever gets up there first could potentially be the Mayhem champion at the end of this night. And Elijah Lee pushes the ladder over. Oh, but Elijah Lee's outside the ring. And now it's down to Saint and Ninja. We could potentially have a new Mayhem champion right here tonight. We could potentially see a double champion. And Jet the Ninja's only in the ring. Oh, but Elijah Lee's back now. And now the punches from Elijah Lee. The toughness and the kick. Oh my god, a standing moonsault. And now Saint's fighting back. A reminder, the title's only 1 rung away. Whoever gets that title could potentially be the champion. So it's going to be Mayhem trying to get up to that ladder. Oh, and now the rolling kick once again from Ninja. And Ninja hitting the flurry of kicks onto Elijah Lee. Oh, then drops the ladder on Elijah Lee's head right there. Oh, and a moonsault of his own after being hit countless times with one from Elijah Lee. Now Saint hit Ninja with the ladder, but Ninja's too busy fighting Lee. Saint's up there. Saint's got the title. He could potentially be the champion. Ninja's not trying to stop him. And the Australian Saint has just been crowned a double champion. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Australian Saint is our new Mayhem champion, and he's still our Intercontinental champion, so he is officially the first double champion. Alright, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the main event of the evening. Now, the real question will be next week, who will be challenging the Australian Saint for his Mayhem championship, because as rules of the championship, he has to defend it next week. As he won it this week, that counts as one defense, so next week has to be his second defense, as it's the last week before the pay-per-view. And then if he wins it next week, he still has to defend it at the pay-per-view, while also defending the Intercontinental Championship, so he'll be doing double duty at the pay-per-view if he wins next week. But that's not our main concern right now. This has been the overarching story for the last 3 weeks. Who is this masked man that has been assaulting TK Landon backstage? You know, he assaulted TK Landon and put him out on injury for 3 weeks. Flyboy started demanding to find who attacked him and tried looking backstage. Last week he saw the masked man talking to Andrews, and he overheard, and the cameras picked it up. He said, the plan stays the course. And we don't know what plan they're talking about. And Flyboy wanted to get his hands on Andrews, feeling that Andrews knows something about this masked man. And then Matthew Jacobs, our new general manager, has declared that if Flyboy can win here tonight, then the Master Assailant, who is going by Draconius apparently, must face TK Landon in his return match next week. Now, you can only think, if the Masked Man has attacked TK Landon, has he got his eyes set on Flyboy and the rest of the Rebel Club? Or was it a targeted attack on TK Landon? Or, even worse, was TK Landon just in the wrong spot at the wrong time and he was waiting to attack someone else? We don't know anything about this masked man, as we haven't heard anything from him. But for now, this man right here, the speed, oh sorry, the strength of the Rebel Club, the speed is TK Landon, but the strength of the Rebel Club, one half of the TKWF tag champions. I almost said NXT, don't ask me why. But there he is, one half of the TKWF tag champions. He demands a match against Andrews, hoping to get some answers out of Andrews here tonight as to who this masked man is, what their plan is, and what is going on in the backstage areas of TKWF. Well, it's only since we've added all these new people to the roster as a reason to what is going on. I mean, we're still left with questions from last week about Pal and Zach Murphy. Now, I announced earlier on in the show that next week we'll be seeing Raito Falcon versus Richie Rose versus Pal in a #1 contendership match for the Intercontinental Championship. Now, it was originally just meant to be Raito versus Richie Rose, but after Pal attacked him last week and helping Zach Murphy win, it led to Pal getting a shot at the Intercontinental Championship in the match with Richie Rose, as Richie Rose wanted to get his hands on him. But right now, our focus is this match. Our focus is, who is the masked man and what has he got to do with Andrews? And what plan have they got scheming? And oh my god, Andrews just stomping on the hand of Flyboy Jack Storm there. Now Flyboy on the offense. As I said, he is the strength of the Rebel Club. Oh, nice reversal there from Andrews. Now, if you thought that the first match of the night was a brutal match, this has nothing on this match right here. And surely enough, Flyboy is wanting to beat Andrews down mercifully, and Andrews is just wanting a fight. We know that Andrews is a tough fighter. He proved that in the 5-man ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship that he just did not win. He showed that last week in the Mayhem title match against Elijah Lee, that again, he just did not win. Is that going to be Andrews' story in the TKWF? He can get his way to TKWF Championship Gold, but he can never clutch it. It'll be interesting to see. But for now, Flyboy just beating down on Andrews. A reminder that if Flyboy wins this match here tonight, TK gets a hold of the masked vigilante, or the masked assailant that has attacked him 3 weeks ago. But if we end up leading into a countout, then what's going to happen? Who knows? But these two need to get in the ring. They've only got 2 seconds left. Oh, Flyboy's back in the ring now. Oh, but backyard just in time to save Andrews from getting a countout victory. He wants the win, but he doesn't want to win off of a countout. And oh, a big spinebuster on the outside of the ring from Flyboy Jack Storm. And oh, a kick to the back of the head. Flyboy is just brutalizing Andrews in this match. You know, Flyboy is not happy that his tag team partner, the leader of the Rebel Club, is being beaten down and attacked like this, and he wants revenge. And he's proving that he's making an example of it out of Andrews, that if he can get his hands on Draconius, then he is going to beat the ever-living hell out of him. And now we're back in the ring now. Flyboy still on the offense, trying to get him back outside the ring again. And oh my god, the clubs to the chest. The clubs to the chest of Andrews now. And oh my god. And then the punch to the face. Flyboy is just brutalizing Andrews at this point. And Andrews getting the fight back in him. You can just see the bruising all over the face from where those punches and kicks have been flying. Now Andrews starting to get a fire up. Oh, but a nice reversal there from Jack Storm. Andrews with a couple of backhands there. Gets the upper hand once again after that butterfly suplex. Oh, but Jack Storm back on the offensive once again. And he's got Andrews back in the ring. And oh, could it be? Could it be? Oh, well, it looked like he was... Oh, my God. Well, it looked like Flyboy was setting up for the Thunderstruck. But instead, Andrews dodged it and landed a big boot to the face. And here we go. 1, 2, 3. And that cheap shot of Andrews has put him away with the win. Now Andrews has beaten Flyboy, so what does that mean for TK getting his revenge on Draconius.